So good morning, it's another day of working on the wagon. We've got quite a bit done recently, but then we kind of hit a wall like 4 days ago.
But we're back at it again today. On the agenda today, Rudy's going to be finishing up the airbox and just some other miscellaneous things. You'll see. I'm going to be messing a little bit with the AC condenser mount and the radiator. I wasn't super happy with exactly how it turned out. I think just a little bit of tweaks will get it nice and just keep moving on.
That's only one fan, right?
That's both.
Is it blowing out the front up there? Oh, wait.
It's got to come up the other way. It has to.
What's the problem?
All the air leaks that aren't.
Oh.
When this heater's on high, it's gonna be blowing out of everything. That's just on high. It's got 6 other settings.
It doesn't get higher. No.
This is 6th gear. 6th gear. It doesn't fit anymore. Yeah, it quit fitting all of a sudden.
All right. So how's the trick to getting this to fit, Rudy? Are they different?
No. Might have to upsize this, but
yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna upsize it. There needs to be a screen on the top of that too.
Have to get me.
Where's that piece for?
You're asking me the tough questions.
Oh, you don't know where it goes?
No, I don't, but I think it goes.
Oh.
Right there, maybe?
Nope.
Oh, it's on the inside. That's
It's right here.
Ah.
Oh, nice.
So there's another piece that snaps onto here. They're really long. It's a crazy piece.
Is there anything that happened over the weekend that I don't know about?
Nope, nothing. Did you get the seats?
Oh, I have not yet. This is the new setting right here.
So you raised it and threw it back. Okay. What's this looking like?
It fits nice. That is supposed to be over the top of that. How do we get it over the top of that?
Looks pretty good.
It needs a couple of 2x.
2x?
I mean, yeah, something else.
Perfect.
What's stopping us from cutting this out and pushing it up?
Nothing. So we set that too low. So put these up all the way.
You always make me nervous when you measure off from frame rails that I fabricated. Well, it makes me nervous that it makes you nervous when I measure off of things that should be square. Trust those tacks. Oh!
Easy, Duggar. It's been a long day. We're sending Randy home. We're gonna stay here a bit longer. Let's see how we did. Heater core, we got that put in. Shroud around the transmission cooler, we did that. Yes,
we did.
We did. We're a team. Build the winch mount. We're still working on that.
Well, but no, hold on. We built it, didn't like it, are rebuilding it now. So.
Yeah, now we're kind of refining it. But something we weren't planning on doing was knocking down this wall and getting it taken out of here. So that was a lot of work, but that's not the best thing that happened today.
Yes, the best thing that happened today is we got the air compressor out of here and out of our lives till it breaks down, and then we gotta go deal with it. But we were forgetting about it till that time.
It's on the other side of that wall in its own little room. So, man, that's nice.
Morning, boys and girls. We've got a good show for you today. We're gonna have Ruby in the shop. Woo!
Who's ready to get some work done? Nice. All right, you like my snazzy new shirt? So right now I am getting these frame rails level on each side so I can cap them, and then we're going to be putting bow shackle mounts to them like I have on my winch plate. I'll show you on mine so you're not confused. Going to be putting that on each end of the frame rail so that we can have a good spot to mount to.
Oh, I thought you were going to make a bigger, wider plate.
I can.
If we make them out of 3/8, they'll end up being like 11/16, or that'll be 12. That'll be 6/8. What is that? 3/4. That'll be 3/4 of an inch wide. Okay, Rudy, come look at this. You think
Mine's high pitch.
You can think I can tap that and then hit it in?
Yeah. There's no reason to go across there first, is there?
Oh, I'm back into that 60s metal.
So Matt always used to talk about Corvairs to me, and I didn't know what he talked about. I wasn't much of a car guy when we were younger, but in shop we made these. One of the projects you could make was a gear shift out of acrylic. Layer it with the colors. And so Matt's like, I'm going to make one of these for my car. I'm like, you don't have a car. We were 6th grade. What was that? 11 years? 11. You were probably 12. So,
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right. And he makes it. It turns out pretty nice. Kind of forget about it. But then one day, I think we were about 14. I see him. I'm outside. He lived up this street from me, just up the dirt road. I see this ugly old gold abomination of a car cruising down the road. And then I see Matt in there. He pulls up, big smile on his face. And he's like, let's go for a ride. So I jump. I'm like, all right. But then he's like, you're driving. I'm like, what? He's like, I've never even driven a car, let alone a stick shift. I go in there, and there's his stick shift from his car. But the big thing from that thing, never driven a car, never driven a stick shift, and it had no foot brakes. You had to use the e-brake, the
e-brake,
parking
left
brake.
hand, yeah,
Yeah,
the pistol grip.
Yeah, the left hand. That's right. So
I know what to do with both my hands, but I need another one.
Exactly. So I mean, we pulled it out. Matt gave me directions. Drove it up the road, and he's like, brake, 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 and my foot goes in the thing. But I mean, it wasn't very hairy for as bad of a situation as that could have been. It turned out great. But I mean, that's the thing. That was always the thing. Matt always had some contraption, and it was always not
Right.
exactly safe. There was always a step that's like,
It's like the beginning of hot rods, and they're like, "Did you reinforce around?"
Yeah.
No, we didn't have time.
Exactly.
I was like, does this have brake? No, we didn't have
but
time.
you have to remember, this is a 10 to 14-year-old kid making up his own little things. Of course, they're not going to be, OSHA approved. So, yeah, it was quite the adventure.
Did you spend much time on that 3-wheeled cart that I built?
I went down the hill twice, and that thing was so heavy. That's what scared me, was its weight.
Yeah.
It's like if it tips over and falls on me, I'm dead.
Yeah, that was heavy. It was probably 200 pounds.
It took 3 of us to push it up the hill.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you and somebody else.
And the
but-
wheels, the axles were like 5/8, but the holes in the wheels were like 1 inch. So the back wheels would lean like this. So you go around a corner.
Well, and the brake was just the lever, right?
We had
With
that
the-
lever that pushed against the tire. It didn't work.
Yeah.
And so then I put the bicycle wheel on the front with coaster brakes, but the front didn't have the weight on it. So the back.
I never rode it like that.
So you had steering till you tried to slow down, and you lost all steering.
Yeah, that one was a little.
But it
bit
was
much.
low and stable. It was low
like
and
a
heavy.
big wheel?
Yeah,
Yeah, like a big wheel.
that one was a little.
And it
much.
was made for 2 people.
Oh wait, side by side?
Nope, the front and back.
Yeah.
Oh, there's no weight on the front.
Yeah, there's no way. And I had those 10-inch go-kart tires on the back.
Oh, man.
And yeah, there was just drift marks. Because we'd push it clear up to the highway, come down that bumpy road, turn at the water tanks, shoot all the
Yeah.
way down that road. And we had things on the
This
side.
is
We'd
at
go,
in your yard.
Yeah.
well, yeah, past
Sort of.
my house.
Clear down to State Street. Well, we usually try to slow down at the curve before you head to State Street.
Yeah, because that last part there was nothing fun to do, and it was a huge penalty to push it back up.
Yeah.
But we had all kinds of dirt hills and stuff outside, so we're like shooting up on John.
Peterson?
No.
No. Oh, the guy for the. What's it? Bill. I don't remember. Oh,
Old man John.
LeBaron.
John LeBaron.
Yeah.
So he had that big thing, and then there was those dirt berms on the other side, and this thing would have enough steam that it would climb some pretty serious
Yeah.
hills.
Well, it had a lot of weight. So
yeah.
the kinetic
So we're doing
energy
like
was
45 miles an hour. Wheels are like wobbling and just shooting up.
Yeah.
Awesome. Good times. I wouldn't let my kids do that.
No way.
You think that's enough?
No, we want exactly where you drew.
That ought to do it.
Okay, so I've got to shove this one back. So I'm going to go. What am I going to do? I'm going to go 1/4 of a turn back. Okay.
How's that? Opinion number one.
It's getting really close.
So it's another day's end, and we've been working on this project all day long without much of a break. We got some stuff done. We got the winch finished up this morning. We got the rear receiver done this afternoon. Now I'm just kind of messing with alignment, making sure everything's right before we take it all apart. Got a few more things left before paint, but just working at it. Thanks for watching.